I will answer this in 3 points. The first point would be to have or to give recognition and validation for the work that the BMOs are doing is an exceptional opportunity for them to represent what or how they're practicing responsible, management of businesses. I would say that cluster level recognition for specifically for the MSMEs is a need of the hour, as our honorary guests have already told us. And coming from the project perspective that I'm working on, supporting the ministry and the state governments as part of GIZ India, I would say that instituting this notion of sustainable production and consumption is very important because we are growing as the industrial sector is growing. So in that sense, it's very important to have these awards so that they're recognized, the efforts are recognized, the work is recognized. The second step would be to also to constitute or institute a way of measuring these achievements. So in that case, I would say the sustainability standards that GIZ India has been working on with the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change could work as a yardstick. Some parameters would be established for the clusters to show how they have achieved the responsible businesses that practices they're doing. And the third would be obviously from the business point of view or the investment point of view, they could use these awards to bring in more investment, saying that we are doing this, we have been recognized by associations and FMC for doing these practices, and that could be used as a platform to bring in more investment from the economic and resource point of view.
So are there any sustainability standards existing which are pertinent to responsible business practices, which is the theme of these awards even?
Unfortunately, we do not have any guideline or policy as such, or which has been published by a recognized authority or government, so as to say. But from GIZ India, we have been working with MOFCC and 3 state governments to develop these so-called sustainability standards for industrial parks. I know we are talking about clusters here, but these standards could also be tailor-made, and customized for clusters as well. And there are 6 quality parameters. 3 are the the pillars for sustainable development, which is economic, social, and environmental criteria. And with that, we have tried to use 3 other things to tie these 3 things up, which is infrastructure and quality services. The second is the legal compliance part, and the third is the management part of doing all these things and how to do this. So we have these 6 quality parameters, and there are 81 comprehensive performance indicators that could be used in order to implement these standards. So we are right now in the stage of working with MOFCC in order to come up or in order to get these guidelines published. So they are still in draft stage, but I would say that they are very implementable. They are very they could be very site specific. They could be used for performance assessment. They could be used for as I said, for assessing the responsible practices as well, how the businesses have done.